Well, guys, first off, I want to say thank you to everyone that likes and subscribes to the Hustlin' Horsepower channel and the Lady Gangster Racing channel, buys merchandise, orders products through us, or the young kids that send in fan mail or send in pictures and stuff like that. That stuff's pretty cool. We appreciate it, guys. It means the world to us. I won't lie, I've been down in the dumps a little bit since we lost the homegrown hustler. A, it was a lot of work. B, it was a financial burden. But C, the amount of potential it had and the plans that we had for this summer were like, or this winter, were cool. Like, we're gonna be down south and like living life, like having fun, like doing a lot of cool stuff. And I guess it just doesn't go that way sometimes. And I guess you got, I don't know, maybe not everyone does, but I asked myself this question, questions freaking way too many times, probably trying to figure out like what's got to be, like what we should have done different or this or that or whatever. Still can't find that answer. But Maddy went to the store and she was gone for a couple hours, and me and Jake got to talking and trying to figure out, just talking through to figure out what directions we got to go, what direction we have to go, and what things we should do to try to move forward and regroup and pick up the pieces. So when Maddy got back, I told her to set up the camera, and Jake did the Jake broke the news to her. So not news to her. Jake broke our brainstorming ideas. So here it goes, guys. We appreciate all of you that like and subscribe to both channels. Support us in any way, shape, or form. It's a journey. If nothing else, it's a journey. It's it's far from sunshine and rainbows all the time, but it's a little bit difficult. But the hard paths are usually pretty rewarding paths, and you got to keep on trekking through the muck. And sometimes you get stuck a little bit, and so on and so forth. And sometimes it takes some good friends to grab your hand and pull you out, or figure out how you got there in the first place. So here goes the video, and we appreciate it. It's real, guys. If nothing else, we said these videos were gonna be real, and we're gonna be real. There's a lot of ways to go about this social media stuff and everything else to be to take a little bit faster path, but we're who we are, and we don't plan on changing. So we plan on evolving. We don't plan on changing. We're gonna keep our roots. I'm gonna try to do it, stick to it for as long as we can. And when we can't no more, we'll have to change directions and get back to grinding in a different way. So we'll see how it goes. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Here goes the video.
I just said, so wait a minute. This is the late start, right?
Yeah. Come on, babe. Get over here. You gotta be over here. Yeah, we gotta see your reaction, because you're gonna go like, or like.
So if it's a negative reaction, do I go automatically into the next plan?
No, I'll probably skip a little plan.
All right, what's your? I'm not. No, I think we need to stand for this.
No.
Yeah, you want to be sitting down.
Yeah, I probably want to. You should probably be sitting down. I should probably be standing within.
We don't want you to.
Reach your arm all the way out. Okay, you go.
Well, you mean it. So, my thought is, since this car
It's not going to be raced.
is not going to make it,
Yeah.
Nick's as particular as he is,
He's not taking my wagon.
it's not taking a wagon.
Okay.
Isn't going to settle for something that's not right.
Uh-huh.
So I think that you should find a body that he wants to build. And even if you start in April or May, racing season, build the car and build it right. Even if you get a late start.
Start completely over.
Completely over.
So it's January, middle of January, End of
And
January. End of January.
It's almost February.
We got your 2.5-week vacation coming up.
And you want to find a body and start building it, even if we can't race until April?
Yeah. You're not racing right now, so that's not wrong.
I agree,
You're not
but
racing this.
it's
You're not.
going to take longer than 3 months to build
No, he's
something.
unemployed now.
No, I am employed.
Hustling Horsepower.
CEO.
Hustling Horsepower.
Hmm?
Yeah.
He's self-employed. The last build took several months because he had a job at the time.
You think that's the case? So you're going to build my car after your first build?
No, we're not saying that.
What are you saying?
We're saying we're going to build them in progression together.
Simultaneously.
Yeah. Maddy gets a board.
Well,
he gets
we
a
have
board.
all the parts to build another one of these.
And the amount of time he just spent trying to back out that car, he could have been welding off a new chassis.
I agree. Why would I freak out about this plan?
Because we want to do the Nova too. Well, the problem is we can't get parts for your car.
It'll set up for a little better timeline, I hope. While you're waiting on parts for yours, something
can
else
still
can
be
be in
doing
progression.
Yeah, I agree.
Like we could take out this motor, this transmission, all the electronics, the rear end, all that crap. Turn this fella into a street driver. That's okay. He's pretty though. We need him in the footage.
Come over here. It'll help. Over here.
We need him in the footage. She's pretty.
We need a group effort.
So, I think if I could go buy a mill and a 4-post lift that we could use for a chassis table, I think we could build the car in 45 days.
45 days.
45 days. Start to finish.
Daily updates.
I don't know about daily updates.
Well, that's what people want.
Yeah, I know. But
I think you could do.
if I could go buy a mill, go find a VFD,
What's that?
variable frequency deal, so we could run off a 221 single phase. I almost said one phase. The 220 single phase. Set up a mill in here. I think we can knock out a car in 45 days. Start to finish. How's about it?
Your car.
Yeah, but you could drive it too.
A car and a half. If you're doing chassis work, you're doing chassis work.
I think we could build another one of these in 45 days. Hell, since we never painted this chassis, some of my markings are still on the freaking, some of the bars.
Yeah.
And we could either turn this into a merchandise wagon. If we wanted to go to a race, we'll put a trailer hitch on this thing and drive it to a race. Either find a pop-up camper or something like that to tow behind it. We could just show all of our merchandise on top of a pop-up camper and drive to a track.
Oh, like follow each other?
No, like literally, because we won't have a car together for like the first couple of races.
Oh.
We could drive to the track. Maybe toss the LS motor in it.
Okay.
The LS and the Power Glide. There's a regular Ford 9-inch. Just do a basic ladder bar setup. We'll just go buy or build a normal ladder bar setup. I could keep all my like intricate, like my real ladder bar setup for this thing. We could keep all of our Willwood brakes and stuff like that, all the good stuff off of it.
Yeah.
I mean, we could.
It doesn't need all the race parts on
Yeah, it won't need 40 spline axles and
it. Yeah.
pretty much
No,
spool
I
and
know.
everything.
I know.
It does need the good shocks on it. It does need. all that
Bottom
good
line
stuff.
is, you can't find a car right now. You can't find parts right now.
The
only parts we have to make build a car, parts for another like 33 to 35 years. Some people won't understand that, but like the width of the rear end is not necessarily right for your car, like the shocks and stuff like that. Rear shocks.
Well, no, if we're gonna do my car, we're gonna do things for my car.
I want your car to be like
I
nice.
don't want a hodgepodge. Like, I know we're. Shut up.
No, it's true. Though.
I know we're putting like your spare transmission in it, but it's a good transmission, and it's not.
Like that spare transmission, like it's literally 6-9 bolts to take that transmission out for like a good one.
Something else. Yeah.
We've done transmission swaps before a race.
In the parking lot, in the trailer. Yeah, we've done a lot of.
We showed up to races without transmission in the car.
Yeah.
More than once.
And then when? How fast are you going? 560s?
Yeah.
A half throttle?
At half throttle on the backside of the track.
Yeah.
At only 130 miles an hour. The damn thing would have gone 145. But the chutes out at 130. I was so proud because I had the ECU set up, the automated deployment system, that the chute opened up at 130 miles an hour. I was like, well, she went over 130.
And he looks at the data and it was 130.
She went 131.
So it was half throttle.
I was like, and it was like, and it wasn't even half throttle the whole way. Like the other guy was out on her by a car, and then like she went to like 50-60% throttle. I was like, coming up on him, and like he got her by like a half a car. But she let him get out on him like 2 cars. She's like, I didn't want a red light. It's like, you can't red light it. The flashlight start.
And I want to jump.
You can't jump. It's physically impossible. If you let go on the light, it's impossible.
But that's the thing. I was afraid that I was going to let go before the light.
Her.
I don't have enough practice like that in, so.
Well, like we could start off, like, and the thing is like headers, right? We gotta build headers for your car. We'd have to build headers for a Mustang. We have to build headers for an F-body. We'd have to build headers for everything.
Yeah.
These headers, the whole charge plug system, like full wastegates and everything, and we know we already have all the data for that stuff. So like, if we want a 511 at only 130 miles an hour on the 10th pass with the homegrown Hustler, we've gone freaking way more
You
than.
two are working for the next 45 days straight once you find the body.
That's just my idea. You and Nick are building the car.
Thing is, we've gone over 25 miles an hour faster than that to the 8th, than that 511 pass.
I know.
That's a lot.
I know.
And with the new rules, we could run that car 500 pounds lighter if I wanted to go put A-arms on the thing instead of a drop axle.
Okay.
I'd build it so we could run a drop axle, but I'd also build it so it has chassis tabs on it, so that we could run like a Mustang strut on it. If it's outlawed, I'll put a freaking strut setup on it, just like I did on this one. I'll just cut off these pieces, freaking do it so that we could screw in a strut on it.
Okay. We'll find a body. What about that one in Colorado?
I like that one. It's far away with it.
It is far.
I don't even know if the guy still has. Actually, that's in Kansas now, right? The guy was picking it up from Colorado and bringing it to Kansas.
No.
The thing's literally folded in half.
You sent me a picture. It was laying laying on the side, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it doesn't. Like in the one picture, it looks like a body. The other picture, it looks like just a scrap of metal. Because like it was a panel. It was a 114-inch wheelbase car, which is pretty decent. The other car was 120 inches, so it's like 6 inches, quite a bit different. But like it was panels, right? Just like a single layer panel, and like it was creased up here. So like the whole thing was just like it's flat. It's literally flat. But like it doesn't matter to us. Like I don't want to like this car isn't great. The 30 was in pretty nice shape.
Google
Well, like,
lied to you about this car.
yeah,
We didn't realize that until after.
yeah. We bought this body, and this body was supposed to be within 2 inches of the wheelbase of the 30 or the 33. And we got it, 6 inches difference. So I cut it all apart to fit the rules, the small tire rules, and changed the wheelbase on it. And then 2 weeks later, they changed the rules again. So I said we'll turn this into a street cruiser. with an LS in it.
Okay.
If we make it to 6 week, we make it to 6 week with it. If not, we'll go down. We'll go down there with Troy's truck.
Yeah.
And we'll have 2 spots open in the trailer, and either try to buy something to sell, or try to buy something, pick up a body or something like that.
Alright.
See what was in there.
I think that's the plan.
Yeah.
Let's do it. I'll go to the bathroom. Let's put out a post looking for a mill, full-size mill.
MILF.
Yeah, that worked too.
The full size?
Full. Oh no. Yeah.
He was like, sure. Oh no.
We need to keep our tow truck driver happy. It gets cold in there.
Hey, they need
He's gonna,
love too.
he's gonna be
They
winching
need
out
love.
more than just cars.
They need love.
He's gonna have a snatch block up on the window to get her out of bed. You should buy a log cabin with some main beams.
How about the tow truck driver? If you're hearing this shit on this video, that's not true. I don't give a shit how much love they need. They can get it somewhere else. No chance.
I didn't think tow truck drivers were picky. This one is. You think that's a plan?
Yeah.
Alright. Let's
So who
announce
wants
it.
punched first?
What?
I did.
Alright. I'm gonna announce it.
Alright, I'm going to the start.